Welcome everybody to the 2025 Kamui Las Vegas Men's Open. We are live from the Rio All Suites and Hotel, and our final match for today is a loser round 2 match between a young Pinoy, Mark ESTIOLA from the Philippines, taking on the Concrete Man, Shane Winters from the USA. The game is 10 ball, best out of 3 sets, races to 4, and in the booth for this match we have Mark White and myself, Tim de Ruyter, for you all. Welcome, Mark. What do you think we have here?
Well, first thing I have for you is a question. Why the Concrete Man?
Well, he works in the concrete industry. It's just
Oh,
he likes
I
to.
thought it was going to
He
be
likes.
like he plays granite or something.
Well, we can talk more about it, but no. In general, he likes to tell people that he barely plays in the last couple months because he's been working in the concrete industry, and then on the side plays Gemma pool. So that's the kind of guy. That's why I like the Concrete Man.
Well, I must say it's the first time I've ever heard of a pool player that by day is a concrete man. So here we go then. Breaking from the side. Just a very, very quick point, Tim. I was just commentating on a junior match. Savannah Easton was breaking from the centre and was making 1 or 2 balls on every single rack that she broke. Oh, look at that. I don't think they were tight somehow. Managed to fluke one in though, and look at this. What do you reckon, Tim? What happened there?
I have to say, I also did not feel like he broke him that firm though. Like actually, I truly believe it's not like he put much into it either. So I think it might be a combination of both. But yeah, the spread is definitely not ideal, and I expect him to play a safety here. I might be wrong on that, but just didn't look like he gave it a big oomph. So we're not too familiar with Mark ESTIOLA. I know that he came over to the USA for the first time, I believe, a couple months ago to play in some big tournaments. He played at the Derby City Classic. I believe he played at the Music City Open. I think he finished runner-up.
Yep.
So definitely, I mean, another straight shooter from the Philippines. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's kind of in their DNA, isn't it? Well, look at this. Going straight for the jump cue. Get a bit of draw as well. Decent effort, Tim. Oh, he may have had a little bit of a jelly roll here, as you say.
Yeah, that's quite fortunate. Shouldn't be too tough to hit the 3 ball, but he's going to push the 3 in the open on the top side of the table, so not a big chance to get it safe.
Yeah, Mark beat Fabian Brouwer in straight sets in his first match, but then lost out in straight sets to Alex Pagiloyan. Held that nice. Now has to play the cannon here, Tim. He's got a good angle for it, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, should be fine to catch the right side of the 10. Doesn't want to catch it too full, could stick with the 10 ball, so make sure you hit either the left or the right side would have been fine. He's missed it though, so he's probably going to play an overcut safety around the 7 ball and bring the cue ball back up table. No, I'm not too sure if he can.
Yeah,
Soft behind the 7.
Target. Played that well, Tim.
Well, the thing I know with Shane is that he plays, as far as I know, all games. He plays one pocket, plays banks. solid rotation pool, so quite all-around player. Ooh, that's a sweet shot right there. Pinoy style, straight in the side and shape on the 6. What a shot.
Yeah, the built-in sat-nav that the Filipinos have, it's kind of in their DNA, isn't it?
Well, that's actually quite the steal. Shane did play a good safety there. A brilliant kick shot in the side. Got him off the hook there.
Sure, he thought he was going to get back to the table in this rack, but he didn't. Mark has got off to the perfect start in this very first rack of the first set. Now then, Shane, his route to here, he beat Jace McCarney 2-0 in his first match. So he lost 2-0 in his first match and then beat Francisco Garcia in straight sets in his second match. That's how they both got here. Now, for those of you that are interested in one pocket, I know there's lots of you that are. The viewing figures for the one pocket yesterday, Bustamante against Tony Chohan, the figures were through the roof, and I'm sure it's going to be the same again over on table 1 right now. If you're a one pocket fan, it's Shane Van Boning in action against the one and only Joshua Filler, who is going to be king of the one pocket. Hop on over to table 1 if you're interested in that one. If 10 balls your game, then stick with us. ESTIOLA breaking off 1 up in the first set. Let's have a look at this break, Tim.
Well, there you go. This is definitely not how he broke the balls the first rack, and I would say that 2-ball is still fine to cut it in, but it's quite far. He can double kiss it, but then will be more difficult to get the shape on the 3.
Maybe some pace on this, Tim. Oh, the opposite. Well, didn't expect that, I must say. So a chance for the concrete man to lay down some foundations in this match.
Tricky layout though, with where the 4 is, and also you might have to shoot the 5 off the 6 to open up the 6-ball, which is risky because you don't know if you're gonna get guaranteed shape on the 6-ball after. So
nasty shot now down the rail past the point.
yeah, always scary. I mean, I've seen literally every player on this planet miss this ball like miles away, or make this ball and make it look so easy. Like this. Like,
there you go.
This is something that happens so often.
It's the kind of shot, Tim, isn't it, where you are wary of that point, so you want to make sure that you don't hit the point, but then on the other side of the coin, you don't want to play to miss the point by so much that you overcut it. It's a really difficult shot.
I think it's a really fine line in between the two. Like, oh, well, he did not call that. And he's left a shot on the 4, so another chance for Shane. It's just a very tricky shot, and sometimes they seem to be unmissable, and sometimes it will be impossible to make it. It's just funny. Now, I probably would shoot it the other way around. like hit it thin and go into the short rail and back up. Got kinda straight.
Might get the kiss off the 6 onto the 9, and it might keep it kind of near the pocket, Tim. Yeah, just like that.
Oh.
Played it very nicely.
Oh wow. I cannot believe that just happened. Scratched straight in the side. Just trying to get just past the name. Past the side, excuse me.
Another chance to steal the second rack. No prizes for guessing, Tim, where all the fans are at the moment. They're all watching a battle for the throne of the one pocket. $10,000 to the winner of that match. Winner takes all for this particular tournament. 37,500. So some big money on offer here, Tim, as we see the 10 ball disappear to double his lead, 2-0.
Yeah, again, I'm just very happy that Predator chose to give the Las Vegas Expo a different swing, you know, with so many different players, different styles, different categories, different disciplines to be played. I think it really is a pool extravaganza, and I mean, it actually feels like I'm missing out quite a bit while being at home, so.
Well, let me spring a name. Let me spring a name on you, Tim, very, very quickly while the referee sets the balls up. We did the Adrian Prasad match earlier on together, and Ernesto Dominguez, we were talking, weren't we, about Oscar Dominguez, of course. Now, Oscar's dad, Ernesto, lovely guy, great table fitter, probably the busiest table fitter in the world. He's in action out on one of the outer tables, and he's taken the first set against Franklin Hernandez. Lovely Ernesto. I just thought I'd give him a quick mention, Tim. 4 balls going to go.
Yeah, such a great guy, and also he works very hard too. Puts so much time and hours in, and he always has taken good care of his family. If I hear Oscar talk about his father, you know, he's always very, very glad, very humble. So, good qualities, good people. Oh, quite aggressive. Play the combo, has made it. Did he get shape? I don't think so. The 8 is in the way. He looks like he really likes to play the offensive style, which I don't mind. But here and there, he's not being too successful. So he doesn't want to be outmoved, outplayed by Shane. I think if Shane plays a little bit more defense, he would get more open shots.
You may have noticed on the back of Mark's shirt there, he's wearing a Paggy Lion shirt, and they're very, very good friends. And Mark at one stage was going to move to Canada, and Jim White told the lovely story about how lots of people put money to get the guy to Canada. In the end, ended up going to the States, but everyone who had put money in got their money back, which I think is a lovely story. And they still, of course, remain very, very good friends, Alex Paggy Lion and Mark ESTIOLA, and that's why he's wearing the shirt today. So just a nice little backstory.
Well, and how great must that be to be so close with a player like Alex?
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay, this is
a lot of
interesting.
it's rubbed off. I beg your pardon.
Just surprised that he's getting his jump cue out, because he could kick and stick behind the 6. Send the 1 down table. He goes aggressive to play the bank.
I think he's got a game plan here, Tim. He's coming out firing, isn't he? There you see Alan Rollon in the background. Plenty of other games going on at the moment. Chip Compton is in action as well. We'll run through some scores for you at the end of this rack, just to keep you up to date. Of course, you can get everything, all the stuff you need. Go to probilliardseries.com. It's all on there, guys. The bracket, the scores, the schedule, the prize money, the participants, everything you need is on there, but we'll do our best to keep you up to date with all the good stuff as well. He's got a nice safety game, Tim, hasn't he?
Well, this is definitely the 1 pocket showing up. He's a very solid player. I mean, every time I've seen him play, he's very steady. Doesn't go on tilt that much. Like, he's quite calm. It's tough to beat.
Wow.
That's why I said with how aggressive ESTIOLA is coming out to shoot every time. If Shane can keep his defense like this, he's gonna get plenty of chances to play himself in the match.
Should be okay here. Can hold it.
Yeah, quite straight. Now he could play, just draw to play the 7 in the same corner as the 6 ball. He decided to play the short side. I think he ended up pretty nice on this. But it's very depending on the angle, of course. Straight would have been ideal on the 7. Oh, and he's missed the 7. Yeah, that's... I probably would have drawn the cube all the way back to play the 7 in the same corner, just so you can float the 7 ball at the same speed. The corners play big from that angle.
Jump cue once again, coming out. Oh, brilliant,
Wow.
Brilliant.
Excellent execution there. Yeah, it's not that Shane did not get to the table with open chances. It's more that he's not been finishing them, and this young man, he is finishing them.
Yeah, and finishes the rack as well. It's looking just a little bit troubling, isn't it, for Mr. Winters? Now then, mentioned the 1 pocket. Filler took the first game, and Shane is 7-2 up, 7-3 now in the second one. That's a race to 5, of course, 10 grand to the winner. Tony Chohan, who was a part of yesterday's one pocket match, went down to Bustamante. He's in action right now against Connor McFadden. Now, Connor McFadden is a junior. He just lost to Sophia Mast. Sorry, to Savannah Easton, I beg your pardon, in the showdown, in the junior showdown. And he's 3-3 with Tony Chohan in their opening set in this Las Vegas Open, Tim.
Let's see what he does on the break. He did break really well last time he broke the balls. Oh,
Full railer, no.
balls not. Plenty of balls threatening the pocket, but close doesn't count.
Yeah, and look at the mess. And that's what you find, isn't it, Tim, from that breaking from the side. They all tend to come over to one side. And they all have, apart from the 9 ball, all on its lonesome over by the side pocket. So expect a little bit of tactical battle here. Aggressive safety played very, very well indeed. Once again, coming with a really good safety shot, Tim.
Yeah, he's been playing great defense. So it's just a matter of running out whenever he gets his chances. Oh, stop it. Didn't get the shape, but he makes plenty of those.
Yeah, shorty out once again. A little bit wayward this time. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, he's had a little bit of luck, has he? I have left a bank on here.
Let's see. Could play just the defense, but he also was trying to make the ball. Nice two-way shot, but we'll have to settle for a longer 3 ball. Now he has missed one of those balls just past the side earlier. I'm wondering if that 9 goes to the side pocket, because that could become a mental struggle.
I saw an earlier camera angle, Tim, on the very first shot after the break, and it does go in the side pocket.
So then, beautiful chance here for Shane. Let the cue ball go a little bit more on this. Would have liked to stay a little straighter. Might have to play with stun right and just go past the side pocket 2 rails. Oh.
Well, you can't miss them at this level. You just can't. Once again, same story, Tim. He was in amongst the balls. Great chance to finish it off. And if that 9 ball does go like I think it does, it's going to be the first set to Mark ESTIOLA. Costly misses.
Yeah, all the hard work done again by Winters, but in the end, looks like ESTIOLA is going to get the cheddar here in the first opening set. got the
blue
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, so the Pinoy is up 1 set. Let's see if they want to take a break. Guess Shane would want to leave the arena.
Yeah. Good idea, Tim. I think it's wise to go out, just reset the button, turn off and on again. Maybe splash a bit of water over his face. Pretty torrid set there, the American.
And welcome back everybody to the 2025 Las Vegas Open, Kamui Las Vegas Open. This is Mark White and Tim De Ruyter in the booth, bringing you the live action on this loser round 2 match between Shane Winters and Mark ESTIOLA. The Concrete Man versus Godzilla. And good break there. So far, first set, things not really going Shane's way. Missed too many balls, even though his defense was very strong. So if he can step it up just a notch, I think we could still be in for a third set.
I'm wondering what a superhero the Concrete Man might look like, Tim. Against Godzilla. Be an interesting battle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be a good idea for a comic book. Hopefully I inspired someone to make it. Oh, how was the pace? Perfect. Okay, now it will be tough to reach this cue ball, as you can see. And he would like to be on the left side of the 6 instead of the short side, the right side of the 6. He's already missed one of those to the top left corner, so yeah, nicely done. Especially it will be very important for Shane to run out here, because otherwise Mark will feel like he will get so many opportunities that he's gonna get comfortable. And usually when one of the two players get comfortable, that's where they start to overrun.
Can certainly play the game, can't he?
Yeah, that's honestly I'm a little bit surprised with how he showed up in the first game, in the first set. Excuse me. Just yeah, he made a couple mistakes which I wasn't expecting him to make. But then still, you know, he doesn't play too many tournaments a year. The shot clock could get him. He's a fast player, but still, if you're not used to the shot clock, it can get to you. So yeah, there's a couple slight things, but the guy can play.
Just what he needed, just to let Mark know that he is around. So nice run out there, Tim. He's got the Victor Zelensky familiar red top on. Do you remember when Victor wore that shirt in almost every tournament he played in, didn't he, at one stage during one season? It was kind of his lucky shirt. He had a really good season. He actually won back-to-back Las Vegas Opens here, Tim, if I remember rightly.
I do think so, yeah. Now, made a ball on the break last time. Nice break around. Needs more of that. Yeah, nice pop, nice hit on the break. Makes the 5. Does have a shot on the 1 ball. Could play the combination on the 2. It's not a hanger, but the only thing he has to do is follow the cue ball towards the 4. And the 1 will stay near the top short rail, so it's time to swing. It's time to go here.
You don't like ducking in behind the 2 with the cue ball, Tim? Send the 1 away. He has to go.
I just feel this is the only tricky shot he has. He did stun the ball though, so a little bit more gamble to get something on the 1. I just felt like if that shot worked out for him, he had a good chance to run away this set. Still fine though, like if he can find a good safety shot. Shot clock beeping. Time's running out. Could shoot the 1 ball off the 3. 1 rail to the top short rail and the cue ball back down table behind the 10. He's looking at nicking the 1 and bringing the cue ball just back down.
Oh, needs cover. This is not a good shot.
Yeah, I think he was just running out of time there. Just didn't know what to do. He said, well, let me try to nick it thin, and definitely not thin enough. Well, that's also not enough draw. Too much angle to get to the 4, so we'll see the cue ball swinging around.
Not what he was looking for, so it's going to be a safety. Played this well. Well, it's jumpable, isn't it? Got to get up and over very, very quickly. Steep cue, angle in, angle out. Good solid bridge again, Tim.
Oh,
Oh dear, he might need the jump stick again.
well, one more.
Tougher jump. A lot of distance. Needs some help
And
from
this
the 8.
is-
He's not going to get it.
This is definitely something that has happened a couple times, you know. He did have a chance to run out, didn't. Then he starts to struggle and basically opening up the rack for Mark to run out. Because so far the open layouts, there have been runouts over and over for Mark, but when the balls were closed, the tougher positional shapes has been struggling a bit here and there, so... Ooh. I was gonna say I might have jinxed him there, but just fine on the 8.
He's going to have to run the cue ball round 3 rows here. Needs just to go just a little bit.
Yeah, levels the score. Godzilla, 1 each. After a mistake on the jump shot for Winters.
Would you like a 1 pocket update, Tim de Ruyter?
Yeah, for sure. I love one pocket.
You're gonna get one even if you don't. I was just gonna say, you love your 1 pocket, don't you? Recently played it at the Derby City.
Yeah.
Well, Josh Filler is 2-1 up in that match, in that race to 5. Don't forget, they're playing a face-off. It's winner takes all. $10,000 up for grabs. Bustamante was 10 grand richer yesterday over Tony Chohan. Can Filler beat Shane Van Boning? 2-1 up at the moment to Filler.
Well, it's definitely one of the things a lot of people were wanting to see. A battle between Shane and Filler. Maybe not the game most of the people were wanting them to play, but still the fact that they finally got together and play each other is already worth watching.
Nice break,
Oh,
Tim.
that 9 ball
And a look
helped
at
him
the
up.
1.
Yeah, that 9 ball gave that little push on the 1. This is a nice layout too. Just to get from the 4 to the 6 ball. That's what I would say is the trickiest positional shot. So let's see. I don't mind cutting this in the side, just has to find a way in between the 4 and the 10. Chose to leave himself longer. Now, possibly to play the 4 in the same corner as the 3 ball gives him a nice chance to get to the 6. Probably easier chance than staying for the bottom left corner. Well, he said, let's just take a big cut. He's missed one of those in the first set. Can he redeem himself? Oh, hit it just slightly thick, but managed to drop. Table is open now. This is probably his strongest feat in his game, the open positions.
Slight angle, just enough. Run the cue ball around 2 rails. There you see him hitting 10 on the cue ball. 10 o'clock on the clock face. Perfectly Tim on this final 10 ball to take the lead in the second set, and will be breaking, and he's been breaking pretty good as we've seen. Now, we've been talking about one pocket. We've also got some banks coming up for you. Really looking forward to that, Tim. And also, we've got some para sport for you. Henrik Larsson will be taking on Charlie Hans in that particular battle. So looking forward to that. And of course, the women's showdown between the world 10-ball champion, Rubelin Ahmet, taking on the world 9-ball champion, Christina Tkach. And they're going to be playing they're going to play 9-ball and 10-ball. And then if they're level at 1 set each, they will play a deciding set of 8-ball. Now, there is going to be a women's world 8-ball championship, Tim, this year. Who would you favour, if anyone at all, Rubelin or Christina? I've got my own thoughts on that. Have a little think about it while we have a look at this break from Mark ESTIOLA, looking to get on the hill.
That is a tough call. That is a really tough call. I need time for that. Oh, look at this break.
Look at that. Oh, look at the 3-ball as well, and the 4. Everything in the open, Tim. What a chance this is.
Well, needs a real good shot to get to the orange 5-ball, though. I don't think the orange 5 goes to the bottom right. So needs good shape on the 4. We'll have to follow the cue ball off the 7 to the short rail.
He doesn't want to push that 7 onto the side where he has. Couldn't really be off it, could he? But it's okay. It's not as bad as it has been. That's very, very makeable. Key shot, as you said, coming up. How is your bridge technique?
Well, actually, his technique looked quite good with the bridge for a Pinoy. Usually, it's Europeans that use the bridge quite well. Is he cutting this?
Wow.
Well, talking about
a shot he took on there.
And the leave too. Wow.
Fortune favours the brave sometimes, Tim, doesn't it? And he's been very, very fortunate. He's called the 2-rail kick on the 5 in the side. Has to get this safe or make it. Oh, he's missed it altogether. New cloth, Tim, maybe not familiar. Playing on new cloth too often. Misjudging.
Well, yeah, like I said, he doesn't play too much tournaments in a year, so imagine how often he plays on brand new cloth and then play world-class players on brand new cloth. There's differences.
That was a very nice shot, wasn't it? Controlled that beautifully. Double hill, just 2 balls away.
Yeah, feeling for Shane a little bit. I feel like he definitely has his chances, but just not running out. And this young man, he's been looking very solid on the open layouts. So 3-1.
Strict rules. I was just going to say, team, very strict rules on not touching any balls, even putting your hands in the pockets until that cue ball's come to a complete stop. We've seen a few incidents over the years as we look at the ball count. Pretty close, Tim, considering that we've got such a big chasm in the scoring sets.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I mentioned also, Shane has been running out most of the racks, like opening up the whole game to then miss like a 6-ball or a 7-ball. Well, yeah, technically you made more balls, but you missed the important ones. Oh, again, look at this.
Oh, look at that last little kiss as well. And he's not hitting them hard, is he, Tim? He's timing it beautifully, and he's hitting the sweet spot. Tough to the 3.
Then again, difficult layout. 5, 6, 7 on the rail. So that was the first hurdle to get something on the 5. And now has to cut this and land right in between the 6, 7. And that's sometimes tough to do.
Oh, nice.
He's managed really, really well there.
And he's not slow to pick up the bridge either, Tim, is he? He's not afraid of that implement. So far, he's got some good success with it. Didn't hold back there, smashed it in down the rail. The cue ball bouncing all over the place. So he's literally 4 shots away from a place in the next round to send that man there back to the concrete business. Oh, brilliant.
Well, I'm
coming out with all the shots.
I'm quite sure we'll see. Quite sure we'll see Shane Winters more often, though. But this definitely was not his match. Has been all Mark ESTIOLA. There it is. So Mark ESTIOLA advances and Shane Winters is out. This was Mark White and Tim de Ruyter. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're still looking for some more pool action, make sure you go to Table 1 stream, as we're live on there with Joshua Filler and Shane Van Boning in the 1-pocket shootout, the 1-pocket challenge actually. So make sure you tune in over there. We'll continue plenty of more action the next 8 days, so hopefully we'll see you then. See ya. Ta-da.